Hey friends, welcome back to Faith to Impact and Income. It's Dustin Hill, and day 3 of the pre-recorded video. So typically I go live, as you know, on different social media platforms, on the social media platforms, on different ones, and then I take the audio, put it on the podcast, and things like that. But I'll be traveling, so I'm just going to do these ahead of time, which is why I'm wearing the same shirt and all that type of stuff. But I'm excited to be able to share another of my favorite scriptures. And also too, if you do have feedback, I'd love to hear from you, as far as things that if you like this format, or if you like different things, if you like just hearing a verse and going from there, always open to feedback. So appreciate you. And so today what I wanted to share is from the Old Testament. So 1 Samuel 16 verse 7. So I'll go ahead and read that and then talk a little bit about it. So what it says is, "But the Lord said unto Samuel, Look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart." So especially those last two lines, "For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart." Man, isn't that so true? I really resonate with those, and something I've really loved, because, man, if you think about it, like in our world, especially with social media and everything, it's so easy to look at the outward appearance. A lot of like a year ago, I did what I called the phone down challenge. And it was all about, hey, how do you have a better relationship with your phone and be able to put it down, connect with the people in the room, and then how do you use your phone for good? But one of the things that was really interesting about it is that it talked about how if you're struggling with social media and comparing yourselves with others, that what you should do is look at the other person and look, like, ask yourself some questions, like how are they feeling and what are the things that they're doing in their lives and what are they thinking about at night when they're going to bed, and just like really trying to connect with that person more than just through the picture. Because I think it's we have this kind of Instagram style of world sometimes where it's like, oh guys, here, look at this, like this is everything's so pretty and amazing, and like that's what it is. But as you know, like we all really resonate with like authenticity, and so really being able to see someone like on the inside is so powerful. And so that's why I think this verse is so cool, is that God says that the man looks on the outward appearance, but I look at the heart. And so to me, it's really powerful because, I think it's comforting to know, I guess it's kind of a double-edged sword in a sense, that that God can see our hearts, that when we're really trying, we're really doing things to follow him, and we're trying to do our best, that like he can see that. He can see what's in our heart and say, hey, you know what? Dustin's really trying. He's trying to do this. But he can also see past that too, right? I mean, he can, like, I guess he can see your heart too. And so if you do things for the wrong reasons, it's like, oh, well, hey, well, look at me though. I did this service and I did, amazing things to help others, but you didn't actually have that in your heart to do it, that you're like, oh, I hate this. Like, he can totally see that too. So obviously it's kind of a double-edged sword. But I think it's really cool though, because and I think it's just a really important reminder for all of us, is to try to really look at the heart. And that can be obviously hard because we can't see into people's lives, right? We can't see into their minds and what are they thinking and feeling. However, we can give them some grace, right? When something happens and we're not totally sure what happened, we can always take a second and say, huh, maybe this happened because of this. Maybe they're upset because of this thing. Maybe I don't totally understand what's going on. Maybe they're not upset at me or whatever that is. Or maybe they're doing these things because of this reason. And so I think it's just a really good reminder to us, that we just shouldn't judge, right? Which I think can happen so much today, and it's really sad to see that, when we see people judging others and like, oh, well, I'm not going to, do things with you because of this and this and this or whatever. It's just like, man, can we please just like love each other? And I'm a peacemaker by nature, and so that's something I'm always like, I just want everyone to be happy. But it's one of those things that it's important to look at, and if we can really look at someone's heart and give them the benefit of the doubt, it makes such a difference. And what I want to, I guess, encourage you to do is to simply, if you're having a hard time seeing past the outward appearance of somebody and really seeing into their heart, I just encourage you to pray for help, because I've noticed for me that has made such a difference. Um, I was listening to somebody that was talking about, if you're of just the importance of praying for your spouse and praying for other people, and really praying that you can see the good. And that was such a powerful thing. And it really, like, when I've done that, it's made such a difference. I really feel like God has helped me see, like, oh, you know what? Here's how you need to look at it. Like, don't look at it this way, look at it this way. And God can really help us to do that. And so I just encourage you, the next time that you feel like you're upset at somebody or whatever, take a quick moment and just pray that you might be able to see a different side of this and be able to really kind of be more understanding, because I think that that's just a super important thing nowadays, especially in our families. It is a really important thing to be able to have some patience and be able to just see more on the heart than on the outside. Hey, they did this thing wrong, or they did that, but like, let's really try to understand that and see what was their intention. Maybe they really were trying to do this. And I know for me, having little kids, that's been something that I've had to learn, because sometimes kids will spill this or that, or they'll break this thing, or just whatever it is, and they didn't mean to, but it's just like they were trying to do their best, and it just didn't quite work out because they're still figuring out how to use these hands and things like that. And so anyways, I just wanted to share that with you, and I hope that helps you. And yeah, one of my favorite scriptures, just because, or I guess, yeah, I don't know if I'd rate it as like one of my favorites per se, because I don't think about it a ton, but it's just something I've been thinking about recently, and so I thought I'd share it with you. But yeah, just that the Lord looks on the heart, and I think that that's something He wants us to do too, is to really look deeper than just the outside and what people are doing, but really try to understand people on the inside too. So thanks so much for tuning in. I'll catch you guys live tomorrow, so make sure you're there, and I will see you there.